3 lessons from a life of a creative entrepreneur. And I have some cool gifts for you. So I'll show you how to get this stuff in a little bit here when I'm done talking. So it's kind of fun. I like it.
Rook is a creative entrepreneur and artist who transforms visions into reality. He has worked with the intellectual properties of Marvel, Disney, and Chico's. With over 2 decades of experience, Rook has contributed to the launch of hundreds of brands, products, and services through his creative agency, Blink. Those who have had the opportunity to work with Rook through Blink rave.
Choosing Blink may be in fact the best investment I've ever made.
The best team I have ever worked with. They get it and get it right the first time.
Blink will do whatever it takes to bring a project to your fruition.
Rook's creative entrepreneur spirit has been experienced on Fox News, University of Miami's Launchpad, World Game Executives, Parent and Child, Kotaku, and many more. He's a highly sought-after consultant and speaker for corporations and conventions, helping entrepreneurs take their businesses to the next level. Fun facts: Rook was privately trained as an artist since the 3rd grade. He still has every Star Wars toy since childhood. He married his wife 3 months after their first date. It's been 20+ years with 4 beautiful daughters. They play video games as a family on a weekly basis. Rook started his first company 22+ years ago and is still making money with it today. Rook has been able to design a lifestyle that honors his passion, talents, and family.
And now, it's your turn. Let's play.
This is my first picture I ever drew. Isn't that cool? I was in kindergarten. It's George Washington. Can you tell us George Washington? Right? See, my mom did not believe it was that I did it. She thought I traced it. In fact, when we were, first, how it happened was kindergarten. Teachers wanted to, give some time up. So she's like, draw that picture of George Washington. So I did. My head was down, got lost into it as I do. I get that Einstein time. All time and space disappears when I get my focus, right? And I sat up, and everybody's hovering around me, and it freaked me out. It really freaked me out. But my ADD clicked in real quick, and I saw I did something they didn't do. They like what I did, and I like the attention. So right then and there, I found my spot, my place in the world. And I went home and I said, Mom, I want to be an artist. And then she actually didn't believe I drew it. So she asked the teacher, she goes, how did he climb up there and trace that? She goes, no, he actually drew that. And so they were like, okay, there's something there. This is my second piece that I ever drew. Let me not cover it up. There we go. Thank you, Eric. And by the way, what I'm going to tell you is when we're done talking, because I know that we got pressed for time, I have all this artwork up here for y'all to pick the one that resonates with you the most. Is that cool? That's what we're doing. So this is the second piece. Isn't that hilarious? Did you see the Rook brand on that? Do you see the Rook brand? I was branding really, really early. But that's my last name. So why I did that, I don't know. I saw that afterwards. And that hangs in my mom's house, which is really cool. And so this all leads up to middle school. And they had this thing called electives. And they had computers and music and all this stuff. And I said, I don't know what I want to take. And my mom saw that I was stressed out. And she goes, what's wrong? I said, I want to do all this stuff, but I don't want to mess up my career. She goes, you're worried about the wrong thing. So this is the words of wisdom my mom gave to me. And I live to it today. And she said, do what you love and figure out how to make money with it. And so my first fine art piece that I've done under the world-dominating brand is this. Do what you love. Think about how to make money with it, and you can have world domination too. So that's a very, very important piece. Another big part of my life is my family. And this is our famous talking tree. And I use this at the end of the day, and we sit, swing, and talk. And so, and actually where I live now, those who've come played with me, I have multiple places like this around my property. But the whole point of this is it's time to connect. One of the rituals that I've done is I've always eaten lunch with my kids at their schools, on their turf, their terms, not dad, not my umbrella, right? Because it doesn't always work from an influence perspective, #last talk. And I challenge you to have one of these things, a place that's a safe place where you and your family can connect on the wonderful journey that you are on as an entrepreneur. And that leads me to my second piece that I did, which is just stop every once in a while and put the business down. This is called busy man or busy woman. I am coming out one with a skirt. Okay, just let you know that. So if you want that, let me know. I'll do that. But this is called busy man. And I hope you see this as a reminder to stop and remember what you're working for. Because as we're out there slaying dragons, there's a foundation behind us that's supporting us. And we want to sometimes check in with them and let them know what we're doing on our journey. And then the third piece is actually inspired by my cousin who passed away a couple months ago, 4 months, about a week ago. And what you're seeing is the videos that I did to celebrate his life. One is more traditional, and one is who he really was. And I do this because his courage is outstanding. I still say is. And so I did this one for my aunt so the family can see it. Like, he lived life to the fullest, and we're all flawed in our different ways. We all have our own different stories to tell. But it made me think about, where I am. It makes you reflect, something like this. So especially, this is also not only my cousin, this is my childhood friend, best friend, And so I looked at that, and I wanted to, tap into that. And the one thing that I love, actually what I did was I scraped his Instagram to come up with this, to prove, because sometimes we're living that other life. Inside us, we have a life that we want to live, right? And sometimes we also feel like, one day I might, if I ever, become this, right? So I'm telling you, it's time to do that now. And the quote on his Instagram that I love, the post is, thank God I'm hanging around the right weird-ass people like myself. Do we feel like that? I mean, as a misfit, I absolutely feel like that, and I honor that. And so that inspired one of my pieces here. And this one I actually had to write down because it actually inspired a little bit more than just the artwork. And I'm going to read this to you, and I want you to hold on to this because this is true. This is true to my life. This is true to his life. This is true to your life. And quite frankly, this is why you're here. So I'd like to read this to you. It's called Star Shine in honor of my cousin Stephen. Let your stars shine bright as can be, beyond the comfort zone that you see. Brighter than the shadows of your fears, louder than the naysayers' leers, bigger than those who doubt, high up where all the other lights hang out. Because together we can change our stars, embracing this new destiny that is ours. And so now that you're here in this environment, I wish the same upon you. I wish you to look around and realize as a community, we can and you can change your stars. Thank you very much.